Hi everybody! Hello and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday here at Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise Cox and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada, and I'm so excited to come stamp with you tonight here. So tonight we are going to talk about the amazing paper pumpkin kit for March. I'm just going to give everybody a few seconds to pop on and join us. And when you do, when you are here with us, write me a comment, say hello, let me know you're here. Hi, Gail. Hi, Sherry. So nice to see you guys here. How is everybody? I'm so excited that spring is here and the weather is going to get warmer. Although I am wearing 2 sweaters tonight because I'm freezing. Hi, Sharon and Bobby. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So I am so excited, hi Tina, to share with you all the amazing March paper pumpkin kit, Beyond the Horizon. Look at the box. As soon as I saw this on my doorstep yesterday, I knew I was going to like what was inside. Because sometimes it's okay to judge it by the cover, right? So this box is absolutely gorgeous. Everything inside of it is phenomenal. And if you aren't already a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, this kit is probably going to make you change your mind. So, what have I got to share with you before we get started with the stamping tonight? Tomorrow, hi Bev, welcome. Tomorrow I am going to find out all of the items that are retiring from the fabulous, much loved annual catalog. So I think it's in the afternoon sometime, but I'm going to get a list of what's retiring, and I am so going to share that with all of you because there's so many things in there that need to be added to our craft stash, and if we haven't already done that and they're on the retiring list, then we got to get on it. So that's how I think anyway, right? Get it while you can. So I will post that list on my newsletter, and I will try to post a link of some sort in my Facebook page, because sometimes it's a little harder to do that. Yes, and Sharon's saying she's jealous. Yes, Sharon, you guys don't have this over there, do you? Oh, well, if I could, I would bundle it up and send it to you. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so retiring list is coming out, which means that the exciting and much anticipated new catalog is going to be coming out on May the, oh, let me just look at quickly, May the 3rd. So May the 3rd, the new catalog will be live. I will have them in the middle of April, and anybody who would like one of the new catalogs can reach out to me and let me know, and I will make sure to get you one. Paper pumpkin for April. Again, you have to sign up by April 10th, so I'll go over a little bit more about that once we're stamping. And yeah, so I have a couple openings right now in my Stamp of the Month Club starting on April. You have to register by April 2nd to get in on the Gumball Greetings kit. And I also have openings in my Scrapbook Club by April 1st, and then you can get in on the Cute as a Bug layout kit. So if you're interested in any of that, you can reach out to me later and I can make sure that I hook you up with the link so you can read all about it and make your decision. Okay. I'm so excited to stamp with you tonight. So let me switch the camera if I can find my mouse. Give me 1 second. Every time I come to do a live, I feel like things are changed and my setup is never quite the same. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so again, here is that gorgeous box that was delivered to my front step. Inside it, I have to show you because I love it. I love that they coordinated the tissue paper. Isn't that a pretty yellow? So that was all coordinated. Everything I'm going to show you was all tucked up, wrapped up, nice and neat inside there. And I've just pulled it all out and so it would be a little bit easier tonight to share with you. So everything you see here was included in this kit. It is called the Beyond the Horizon Paper Pumpkin Kit. These are the 3 cards that we are going to create. Everything you everything you need, you will have inside the box. So you don't need to have any of your own supplies at home, which makes this paper pumpkin perfect for beginners. There's full instructions, color, photos, you name it, okay, to make all 3 of these cards. There's also a little flyer in here, and what I want to point out is in the March kit was here's a big thank you. So in celebration, they gave everybody an extra stamp set. So we'll show you that. Usually you get 1 exclusive set, and this month we got 2. So that's super exciting. On the back of this, change is beautiful. This is a sneak peek at what's to come for the April kit. So if you watch tonight and you think, oh my goodness, I wish I would have got that kit. Yes, it's too late to get the March kit. You can get a refill, but you can't get the whole kit. But you can get signed up before April 10th so you don't miss out on another amazing one. So here we go. I'm guessing butterflies, some pretty oranges and yellows. It'll be exciting. So that's our little sneak peek for what's to come for the April kit. So let's go through what was inside this beautiful March one. There was a full spool of ribbon in pale papaya, which is an amazingly pretty color. I love it. There's a Misty Moonlight stamp spot. So every month you get a stamp spot. It'll be a different color each month for 12 months. So if you signed up for a year, you're guaranteed not to get the same ink spot. Okay? Hi, Carol. So this time was Misty Moonlight. There is some beautiful iridescent rhinestones. Of course, we have adhesive, so they always give us the adhesive we're going to need. So we've got some Stampin' Dimensionals and some of these little sticky circles. Let's get to the stamp sets. Okay, so here's the regular exclusive set. It's got some beautiful sayings on it. Thanks, hello, I will always be here for you, thinking of you, congratulations, and a little note. So that is one that you could use all year round. I love it. Then here's our bonus. It's a full-size stamp set and it is absolutely stunning. We've got Celebrate, Best Wishes, Sending You Birthday Wishes, Time to Celebrate, and then we've got some double stampings. We've got a great big flower here that'll be a solid image, and then this one will give that accent color to the top when you stamp over top. And of course we've got the leaves and the little centers and everything to go with it. So that was our bonus for March. Super exciting. And then we have 9 cards and 9 envelopes. So check these out. Look at the cards. And I'm watching your comments, guys, because I want to see what you think of this. Here are the card fronts. So here we have 3 of this one. So pretty. Like, that's so pretty just by itself. And then the next one, again, remember there's 3 of each. So here's the other one. And here's the last. It's very, very similar to the On the Horizon Designer Series paper. That same sort of look. And this, when they gave us a sneak peek of what was to come in this kit, they did tell us that it coordinated very, very well with the On the Horizon suite. Then we've got envelopes, and I always love that they come with these gorgeous printed envelopes because nothing's more fun than sending an envelope that's either stamped or decorated or something, right? It just adds to your happy mail. So we've got yellow, papaya, and green, 3 of each. Then we have some gorgeous dies that are going to be the embellishments for our cards. So there's 3 sheets of those. And then we've got oodles of die cuts. Oh, I'm watching the comments. Yes, Gail, they are spectacular. I agree. So look at all these die cuts. I can't, my fingers are not working, but you can see them all here. We've got quite the assortment of all of these die cuts. So when you get them, they come already like this, and you just pop them out. They're super simple. I didn't get to all of them before I started my video tonight, but I did get the majority of them done. And Carol, yes, it is. It is a beautiful kit this month. I was so excited, like I said. Okay, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to make one of each of the cards as it is in the kit so you can see how easily they go together. And I want you to remember, keep in mind that all of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers who sign up with me as their demonstrator get a little extra gift each month. And between my sister and I, we design some alternate projects. Up until now, it's been mostly my sister. But going forward, it will be a combination. So every month I send you a PDF of instructions of all of the alternate projects that we make. So if you aren't loving what's in your kit or you want to try something a little bit different, then I provide some alternate ideas for you. So that's super awesome. And that goes out to everybody who receives the kit for that month. All right, so let's go ahead and create the first card. And I'm gonna go with the one that struck me as my favorite card base, which was this guy here. I love the mountain scenery. It's just absolutely beautiful. So we're going to start with that. Now I'm not gonna open my little Stampin' Spot because I do have the full ink pad. So I'm gonna use that because I like to throw these in as little gifts and thank yous and stuff into my orders and to some of my customers. So I leave them unopened if I have the ink pad. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a block. Now, the first time you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, in your very first kit, you will also get a Paper Pumpkin block. So you don't even need to worry about that. All right, so let's start by, my desk is not big enough for all of these things today. We're going to first punch out this little delicate, ooh, goodness, die cut right here. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? All right, so we're gonna have that on there. Then we need one of these labels here. And we need this little circle die in the pale papaya. I tell you, there is a lot of excitement in the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator world right now about all the new in colors that are being released for the new catalog. Wowzers is all I can say. I'm so sad to see the ones retiring, but these new ones are pretty awesome. But what made me think of that is when this beautiful color retires, this whole set, oh my goodness, there's going to be tears. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we're going to need that and then a little note. So I'm making these cards exactly as they are in the instructions so that you guys can see. Hi, Suzanne, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. So I've got my a little note and my photopolymer stamp set here. And we are going to stamp that onto one of these rectangular white pieces. So I'm going to stamp that up. And I always like to stamp off and just do a sample to make sure that the stamp is stamping well. Okay, so there we go. This card's going to go together so easily. I can't believe it. It's going to be so pretty. Okay, so as I mentioned, sometimes me and these little circles we're not friends sometimes. So let me see if tonight's going to be one of those nights or if I can make it work. We're going to just stick these little circles. They're self-adhesive, or not self-adhesive, they are adhesive dots that have a backing. So you just pull them off. It's kind of like instead of using any other kind of glue. So I've only got 2 on there and my patience is already running thin with them because this is so thin, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this down here. Okay, and I love how these are going up into the sky. It's just so pretty. Okay, and then we're going to stick a couple of these little dots on the back of our circle. And really, you can put them anywhere. They are clear, and it's not like they're going to hinder your project at all. So here we go. We're going to stick that. Oh, first of all, we need do this one. I almost messed up following the pictures and talking at the same time. So I'm just going to put 3 of these little stickers on the back. Okay, so then we're just going to stick that across the bottom here. And we're going to stick this, and these look like little rainbows in there. It's so pretty. Stick that on here. And then I'm suspecting, yes, we're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. And we're going to stick those on the back of our sentiment that we stamped. And again, I'm just following along with the picture instructions, so it's super, super easy. There we go. And then I'm just going to look real close because we're going to put some rhinestones on here. I'm just trying to see where they put them. I can't tell, so we're just going to have some fun and we're going to put them wherever we want. Okay, so I've got my rhinestones. I do like to use my Take a Pick tool. These are really just kind of blending in with the whole one there, so it sticks out. And so yeah, you can just improvise and put them wherever you want them to go. Okay, card number 1 is complete. Now, I've got a puppy scratching at the door to get in here. My husband took them upstairs so they would be quiet because they're a little bit crazy tonight. And now one of them's scratching at the door to get in. Okay, so there we go. There is card number 1. Awesome. Let's go on to the next one. So the next one we're going to create is this guy here. And I'm just going to turn my instructions to there. Okay. So I'll show you guys the instruction sheet a little closer and how it shows you which pieces, where to even put the adhesive, what stamp you're using, and what shape you're stamping it on. So it's really, really easy instructions. Okay, so we need a mountain. In blue, and we need a mountain in green. We need one of these gorgeous shapes here, and look at that embossing. Isn't that beautiful? I'm hopeful that maybe in the new catalog there's going to be an embossing folder like that. That would be stunning. Okay, then we need a green strip. So here's our green strip right here. And what else do we need? So that's all we need. Then we're going to take the stamp. So we're going to stamp our greeting on here. I will always be here for you. Okay, so let's stamp that. I've got my Misty Moonlight. I'm going to stamp it off to make sure it's stamping good. And then we'll just stamp that on here. Perfect. Okay. So here we've got all the pieces we're going to need. Now all we need to do is put the adhesive on. So I showed you guys how those little circles work. I am now going to switch to my Stampin' Seal because, as most of you know, I'm not the most finicky stamping person. Especially with my adhesive. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this snail. But I did want to display to you guys that you don't need anything. It comes with absolutely everything you need, which is so awesome. And then we're going to layer on our mountain. Oh my gosh, I just love that. And I can get away with my snail on here as well. So let's do that. Stick that across. And then this guy is going to be a little tricky with the snail, so we'll go back to the circles. We'll just put a couple on the back. Okay, and that is going to get attached. Let me see, actually, you know what? I think they've done this first. I think they've put the circle down, or the green stripe down first. And it looks like it's kind of off to the center like that. Then we're going to stick our mountain down here. And create this nice, beautiful mountain range. Okay, and then we're going to take some ribbon. And it says 7.5 inches, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball that. We're going to fold it in half, so it's just folded. And it's going to go across the cards like so. So this is going to be a little bit. So it's going to go like that. And they're using some of these stickies to stick it down. So let's go ahead and put those down here. They show it getting stuck to the ribbon, but every single time I've tried to do that, it doesn't work out well. So I put this sticky down on my paper first if I can. And then that's just going to kind of stick down like that. So eyeballing where I want it, I'm going to stick one of these stickies down. Like so. And then this one here can go. I don't like how I've done that. Let's put that one there. And this one can go here. So what do you guys think so far? Are you liking this paper pumpkin kit? How many of you watching are paper pumpkin subscribers? I'd love to know that. And how many people have kind of been on the fence or don't even really know much about it at all? Okay, so let's trim those edges. So there we've got our ribbon on. And then we're going to take our sentiment and we're going to put it on some Stampin' Dimensionals. I agree, Gail. I think it's lovely as well. I'm loving the colors. So nice and fresh for spring. Ooh. Okay, and then we're just going to stick this down here. Now, if you want, you can kind of catch your ribbon in your dimensionals as well for some extra adhesive, which is what I've done there. And then we're going to finish it off with some bling, of course. So I'm going to just stick some bling up here. And where else are we going to put some bling? I somehow have managed to cover my whole, the whole green strip. It was not my intention, but it's what's happened, so that's okay. I'll just stick them here. So there we go. There is, oh, we don't need that there. Okay, so we'll just fold that card up. I'm going to trim this edge. Like I said, I covered all my green. Not my idea. Was not what I had planned. But there we go. So there is card number 2 from this kit. And again, look at that embossing. So pretty. All right. So we've got Tina's a subscriber. I missed a few comments here when I was creating that card. So let me just scroll up a bit. Gail, yes, buy them here and there. Oh, we've got a lot of not subscribers. Okay, well, let's see what we can do about that. I know many of you watching have tried Paper Pumpkin or have at least had a kit or two to play around with, which is awesome because they really are fun. And it's a great way to have cards on hand ready to be made when you need them in a hurry, or make them all up and then you've just got them in your stash. So the final card we're going to create is this one here, and it's a thank you card, which is perfect. I always need lots of thank you cards. And we're going to need the other 2 pieces from our die cut sheet here. Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Carol, yes, you're a subscriber. I think you've been a subscriber since day 1. That's awesome. I love it. I love your enthusiasm for all of the Paper Pumpkin kits. It's fabulous. Okay, so we're going to just, there we go. Okay. Now, I want to tell you guys something. you don't always want to chuck these out because you could use our blending brushes, our daubers, our sponges, and you could use these as stencils. So if you're one of those people who likes to find alternate uses or don't like to throw things away, keep that in mind. You can always use some of these as stencils. So I've just set that aside, of course, for now. Now we're going to use, wants us to use this big one here. One of these blue guys, one of these dark green ones. What a gorgeous color combination. And then one of these. Okay, so I'm going to change my stamp out. And this time, like I said, we're going to use thanks. Okay, let's ink that up in my Misty Moonlight ink. Perfect. And we'll get that centered right in the middle-ish. Notice how I say ish? Thanks. Awesome. Okay, turned out pretty good. So for these guys, I'm going to go back to my little circles because they're nice. They're nice and thin, so I like to have, I don't want my glue spitting out the sides. So we'll go ahead and we'll put adhesive circles on these guys. Okay. So you don't need a whole lot. They're super sticky. It's not going to go anywhere. Especially because it's going to have so many layers on top of it that you won't have to worry about it moving. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to put this guy down here. Seriously, I'm like loving that already by itself. Oh, so pretty. All right, next we're going to attach this one. And for this one card, I think I'm going to fold it first. I probably should have done that with all of them, but I was so excited. Gail, they can be fiddly. They do have their place, though, let me tell you. Sometimes they're super handy. Okay, so we're going to attach that. And this one goes from end to end. So we're going to touch one end of the card all the way to the other. Perfect. And then we're going to attach the yellow one. Again, we're going to use these little circles. There we go. Let's put that up. This is going to get layered sort of off to the side of the green one. So pretty already. Okay. Now the green one. And this again is going to be adhesive. So speed things up a little. We're going to use that snail. Oops. I do want it to not be quite to the edge. Okay. Come in. Now we're going to put, okay, so what they are saying in the instructions is that we're going to assemble this like that. So we'll use a couple of these little dots. And we're putting it on the front intentionally because that label is going to go over top. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we'll center that. And a good key is to use the point to the center of the strip, and then you'll know that it's relatively center-ish. There's a lot of ish going on tonight. Okay, there we go. Now, let's take those Stampin' Dimensionals, and we're going to stick. Now, it's saying to use 5 of them on here, so we're going to put 5. Ooh. Like so. And that is going to get stuck. Just like, I don't want to cover up everything again. So there we go. Just like that. Eee, I love it. So pretty. Okay, so now we're going to add some bling. And again, I'm just trying to see. Oh, it doesn't actually show you. They're just suggesting that you use up to 5 bling. They give you suggestions like that so that you can make sure that you're going to have enough to get through all of your cards. really don't know where I'm putting these. One more big one down here. We'll put that one down there. Okay, so there we are. Awesome. Okay, we have made all 3 cards for this gorgeous Beyond the Horizon paper pumpkin kit. I had to show you that box just one more time. And from the minute I came on, did my little introduction and in my chat, showed you what was in the box, we've made 3 cards and it's only been 30 minutes. So it's a phenomenal way to get your cards stash built up. It's super fun to get together with a friend, maybe share a kit, maybe each get your own kit, get together, make some cards, have some coffee, chit chat, and really it takes all the pressure out because everything is done for you and it's super, super easy and anybody can do it. So yeah, that's what I have to share with you tonight. I love it. I'm going to switch my view here. There we are. Hi, everyone. Okay, so what do you guys think? I love it. I am so happy that I decided to share this kit with you guys tonight. It is absolutely stunning. It's so fun. I can't wait to see what my sister comes up with for the alternate projects. I might even do a little playing on my own, but to be honest, I'm loving the way these cards. What is the cost monthly? So the $32.50 is the new price for Paper Pumpkin plus shipping, which works out to just over $36, I believe, here in BC. Let me just do it on my calculator. $36.40 in BC. So it's $32.50 plus your taxes. Shipping's already included. It comes to your door every single month. It's super cute and it's super fun when you see that box and you get home from work. Yay! I love it. Okay. If anybody has any other questions, or if you're interested in signing up, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help you and guide you on where to go and how to get it done. Everybody who subscribed to the March kit, my subscribers, we are working on getting those alternate projects done. They did just arrive yesterday, so it'll take a little bit, but watch your email because your alternate gifts will be coming. Thank you all for being here and spending your Tuesday evening with me stamping. I hope that you've enjoyed tonight's cards and maybe feel a little inspired to give Paper Pumpkin a try. If you don't want to commit to Paper Pumpkin, you can just do it for 1 month. There is no commitment. You can cancel at any time. You can skip months if you don't, if that month isn't for you. They do always send out a little sneak peek. It's not very much, but it's enough to kind of give you a gist of what it might be. So you can cancel. You can up your subscription if you think it's one you're going to love and you want more than one. So it's very, very flexible, and it's a program that I seriously recommend just because it's a surprise and it's fun. If you're not ready to dive into Paper Pumpkin, you can always check out the other kits collection Stampin' Up! Has as well, because they've got some beautiful ones in there too. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much. Stay tuned tomorrow for that retirement list. I won't be able to get it out probably till I get home from work in the afternoon. It'll take me a bit, so watch for tomorrow evening. Hopefully it'll all be there. My Hostess Club is tomorrow night at 7, so in between work and that, I'm going to try and get that email sent out to everybody. Okay, have a great night, and we'll see you guys all real soon. Cheers!